In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 simple things that you can do that will instantly raise your vibration. But first, why would we want to raise our vibration and what does it mean? So quantum physics shows us that everything is made up of energy and all energy vibrates on frequencies. Now there are an infinite number of frequencies. So you're an energetic being that's always vibrating on frequencies, and the way the laws of the universe work is whatever frequency you are tuned into is a reflection you get back in your reality. Like attracts like. So if you're operating in lower frequencies, things like anger, desire, fear, shame, guilt, the reflection you get back is a low vibrational reality. So this is why we want to work on our vibration, raise it into higher frequencies, because again, whatever frequency you're tuned into is a reflection you get back. If you're tuned into high vibrational frequencies, you will experience a high vibrational reality. Now, another great reason we want to raise our vibration is if you want to manifest your desires, you have to be operating in the higher frequencies to be able to manifest. You can't manifest in the lower frequencies. And also, as we work on our individual vibrations and raise it, the collective consciousness raises. Now this is because we are all connected as one. As the collective consciousness raises, it helps heal the earth. Isn't that cool? So now I'm going to get into the 7 simple things you can do that will instantly raise your vibration, and the first one is forgiveness. Now I've learned that forgiveness is an important part of the healing journey. And I see a lot of people online that give forgiveness this negative meaning where it's like they see it as, oh, you're letting the other person off the hook. Now, people who think that don't understand forgiveness at all, because forgiveness is not about the other person. It's about you. So let's say someone's done you wrong. They've hurt you, they've betrayed you in some type of way, and now you have this anger and resentment towards this person. You've got this sort of like, fuck you attitude for what you've done to me. You know what I mean? And you're carrying this around in your energy field. You're carrying around this anger and resentment, and it's affecting your personal vibration. So when you make the choice that you want to forgive someone that's hurt you, that is, again, it's got nothing to do with them. It's about you releasing this anger and resentment, this negative energy. It's an easy way for us to free ourselves of trapped energy that we don't even know is stored. And when you forgive someone, you don't have to tell the person that you forgive them. You don't have to talk to them again. You don't have to be best buddies. You don't have to have anything to do with them, because it's not about them. It's about freeing you. It's freeing your energy and clearing it up and cleaning it up. Because otherwise we're just carrying, it's basically like rubbish that we're carrying around in our energy field and in our subconscious minds as we go about life. And also, anger and resentment has been proven to create disease and illness in the body. So let's say someone's hurt you, they've done you wrong, you're clinging on to the anger and resentment that is scientifically proven to create illness and disease. Is that person who's hurt you worth hanging on to those negative emotions that can make you sick? No, they are not. So this is why we want to get to that place of forgiveness, so we can let it go, clear it out of our energy. Our vibration will naturally raise into higher frequencies because of it, because we've let it go. So if you want to learn how to get to a place of forgiveness, it can be a process, but you can use what's called the reframe technique to get to the place of forgiveness. I've already got a video on this that I will link at the end of this video, so you can watch that and learn how to get to that place of forgiveness. Now the second one is meditate. So there are so many great benefits with meditation, right? You can use meditation as a way to reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, which is going to raise your vibration. You can use meditation to become more present to the moment. When you're more present to the moment, firstly, you enjoy life better because you're not stuck in the past or worrying about the future. And you're also better at manifesting when you're present. Another great thing about meditation is we can raise our awareness. And this is because when we meditate, we disconnect from the outer world and we put the focus on the inner world. And as we put the focus on our inner world, we just sit in that stillness and that in silence, right? And this is how I learned that basically I learned through meditation that God's real. I was anti-God most of my life, and then through meditation, I connected to a higher power and I got into this really high vibrational state of bliss. And when I connected to these higher powers, I realized God is real. There is a higher power. So that's how you connect to God. It's also how you can hear intuitive messages and guidance. You have to sit in that silence and go within to hear those intuitive messages. A lot of people are very distracted with the outside world. They distract themselves with drugs, alcohol, people, food, video games, like anything, right? And if you're constantly distracted by the outside world, you can't hear those intuitive messages that will guide you. So there are so many great benefits when it comes to meditation. It will help to raise your vibration, especially if you do it daily. Like, you can get benefits just from 5 minutes a day if you push for time. But get into the habit of doing it daily, like brushing your teeth. That's when you will notice a difference within yourself and within your own energy. Now, the third thing to do is to become conscious of your thoughts. A lot of people aren't conscious of their thoughts. And your thoughts and mindset help to create the reality you're in, right? So if you've got all these thoughts that are running on autopilot, so you're not even aware of what your thoughts actually are, and they're helping create reality, you could be creating a negative reality for yourself if you've got negative thoughts. Now, you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. So you can start observing your thought patterns, so you can become conscious of what's running through your mind, because we have like 60 to 70,000 thoughts every day. And 95% of those thoughts were from the day before. And 95% of those thoughts were from the day before. So we're constantly thinking the same things. If you constantly have negative thoughts running on autopilot every single day, again, you're going to be experiencing a negative reality. So you can do this candle meditation that will help you to become aware of your thoughts, where you just stare at a candle flame, because a candle, when you stare at a candle, it helps to quieten down the mind. And as you just stare at the candle flame, you just observe your thoughts, but you want to observe them as if you're just sitting on a park bench and they're just going past. And just observing. Doesn't matter if they're positive or negative. You don't want to be trying to control your thoughts like, oh, I can't have a negative thought. I've always got to have positive thoughts. You don't want to be controlling thoughts, because that creates resistance. The way you decrease resistance is just by observing. If it's positive or negative, doesn't matter. Just observe them. You'll start becoming familiar with the type of thoughts that you are having. And when you start becoming familiar with the thoughts you are having, then you can adjust to thinking more positively if you notice you are quite, you think quite negatively. And so you can reprogram your mind and your way of thinking by doing things like positive affirmations. So get into the habit of listening to positive affirmations daily. Like, you could do this while you're getting ready in the mirror in the bathroom, while you're cooking your tea. Just have them playing on your phone and repeat them out loud. And repetition is key with reprogramming the mind. So if you do this daily and you're constantly repeating positive affirmations, it's going to program your mind to think more positively, which therefore is going to raise your vibration. Number 4 is self-hypnosis. So your subconscious mind creates 95% of your outer reality. It's ruling your life, and it was programmed in the first 7 years of your life. So most of us, we're programmed to be in lack and scarcity. And so that's what we experience in our reality, because your programming is what gets your results, and the results won't change until the programming changes. So you can use self-hypnosis to reprogram your mind, to think more positively, to believe in yourself. And when you start shifting your mind like this, the reality is going to shift, and it will help raise your vibration, because you'll be thinking more positively, So the way you use self-hypnosis is you want to find an audio recording to reprogram yourself with. So this could be positive affirmations. It could be like success hypnosis. There's heaps of subconscious programming videos on YouTube. And you just put headphones in whilst listening to the program. And then what you want to do is you want to go into a meditative state, because when we go into a meditative state, our brain waves will slow down and you will drop into theta. The theta brainwave is when we are in our subconscious. So if you're listening to, say, a success hypnosis while you go into theta brainwave, that information is going straight into the subconscious mind and it's reprogramming. Now, repetition is key. You want to do it daily. And after a certain amount of time, your programming is going to change. It will shift. Once the programming has changed, then the outer reality will change, because your programming is what's creating your reality. So that's why we want to use self-hypnosis. We want to program ourselves to think more positively, to have better beliefs, because beliefs also create reality, which is stored in the subconscious. And it will help to raise our vibration and help us to feel more positive, and we will experience better things in our reality because of it. The other thing is we need to be brainwashing ourselves, because if we aren't brainwashing ourselves, someone else is going to brainwash us. And normally it comes from TV, the news, politicians. They're constantly telling us negative things or pushing fear, which is programming us. If you're listening to this stuff every day, it's programming your subconscious mind to always be in fear, which keeps you low vibrational. So be mindful of what you're watching every day and what you're consuming. Number 5 is limit social media time. We spend too much time on social media, and it's not good for us. It's not good for our brains. It's not good for our nervous system. It overstimulates us. We get these unnatural hits of dopamine. Like as we're scrolling, you're getting dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit, dopamine hit. This is why you get sucked into it and time goes by. Like you might be like, oh, I'm just going to jump on here real quick and have a look. And then it's like an hour's gone by. You're like, whoa, how did the hour go by? And so you've been getting all these dopamine hits, and that's what's keeping you in there, right? But they're unnatural dopamine hits. So that means that it leads us to becoming unhappy. So, we're not built to be staring at a phone all the time. So that's why I recommend limiting social media time. And I've even had to do this for myself, because I find that I get sucked into it without realizing. And then, time goes by and I'm just like, whoa, I wasn't even expecting to be on for that long. So what I recommend doing is, if you decide, I want to check social media, before you do, just set a timer on your phone for like, say, 10 minutes. And then once the timer's gone off, you're off social media. So that's what I'm doing for myself, kind of like limiting my time. The other thing is don't start your day scrolling social media, because the first half hour to an hour of your day is priming you for the rest of the day. First thing you do, most people grab their phone, they jump straight on there and they're scrolling, they're getting all these unnatural dopamine hits, they're getting overstimulated, they may even see, negative news articles that's going to affect your vibration, that's going to put you in a bad mood, and then you're going to take that negative energy throughout your day. It's not gonna serve us. Like I kind of don't go on social media for about the first 3 hours of the day, and that's because I have a morning routine that gets me high vibrational. So I'm busy doing my meditation and having a workout and doing all my other bits and pieces before I go on to social media. So number 5, limit social media time. Now number 6 and number 7 kind of go together. So number 6 is don't fear being alone. A lot of people have that fear of being alone, or left alone with their thoughts. And so because of that fear, they tend to enter crappy relationships and crappy friendships with toxic people, which affects your vibration. So the good thing about being alone and being in solitude is that is when you build your relationship with the universe, with your higher self, with your spirit guides, with your intuition. You can't build that relationship if you're constantly surrounded with people. I had the fear of being alone, and that was linked to my abandonment wound. So abandonment wounds are quite common, and I think that there are a lot of people out there with abandonment wounds and they don't even realize it. And so one of the side effects of having an abandonment wound is the fear of being alone or the fear of being abandoned. So I had to take a look at my abandonment wound to heal it, and part of healing it was getting over that fear. So I've been able to do that for myself. I no longer care about being on my own. I've learned to enjoy my own company. So learn to enjoy your own company so you don't need people. And then when you get over that fear of being alone, you can now have standards when it comes to your friendships and relationships, which goes into number 7. And number 7 is become aware of the people around you. Because energy is contagious. If you have people around you that are low vibrational, they've got shitty mindsets, they're always complaining, that's going to affect your vibration, that's going to drag you down into lower frequencies. If you have high vibrational people around you, people that are happy and they enjoy life and they're grateful, that's going to affect your vibration, that's going to help uplift you and keep you high vibrational. So for me, it was like I had to start, once I got over my fear of being alone, it was like, right, start looking at all my relationships and friendships, that I've got in my life, and sort of look at like who's worth having around me and who isn't. One of the ways you can figure this out is how you feel after hanging out with someone. Like if you go to someone's house and you hang out and you walk away feeling low vibrational, maybe they've been complaining about things to you, that's a sign to not hang around that person. If you leave someone's house and you feel real good, real positive and happy, that's a good sign. That means, keep having that person around you. A lot of people leave my house feeling positive and uplifted, and that's because I'm aware that energy is contagious. I work on my own vibration. I have my morning routine that helps me become high vibrational, and then when people are around me, they feed off my energy and they leave my house feeling good. So that's how you can tell who's worth having around you and who isn't. When you get over the fear of being alone, you can now have standards, so you can be picky about who you've got around you. It's not about having a lot of friends. It's quality over quantity. If you've got a couple of friends that are, really good to have around you, they're positive, they uplift you, they have your back, they support you, those 2 friends are better than having 10, 20 shitty friends. You know what I mean? So have standards with your relationships, realizing energy is contagious and they're going to affect your vibration. So those are the 7 simple things that you can do that will instantly raise your vibration back into higher frequencies. And before I end the video, I'll leave you with this. Your vibration is naturally high. When you were born, you came in on the love frequency, which vibrates at 500. So your natural state of being is high vibrational. There's just a whole bunch of things in life that's dragging our vibration down to the lower frequencies. So this is why we do things like this, to get our vibrations to go naturally, will go back up to where it's supposed to be. So I hope you like this video, guys. If you got some sort of value out of it, hit that like button. If you like this sort of content, then subscribe and hit that bell notification. I hope I see you on the next video. Check out this video here on how to forgive. That'll teach you the reframe technique. Have an awesome day.